What do you need? Oh.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass. A coin or two?
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King. With his voice. Shouted him apart. The winking skeevers got warm beds and cold mead. I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiments has a large selection.
I believe the legate gave you an order.
What's the matter,
expect you to
soldier?
follow it.
I gave
Dismissed.
you an order. I want that fort, and I want it now. Move it!
I used to be an adventurer like you. And I took an arrow in the knee. What is it?
A method to your madness, and your madness is the method, and the melody.
Hello, I'm Gisli, but you can just call me Erica's sister. Everyone does.
So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Huh?
Please don't interrupt the
I
court.
swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that cave. There are strange noises and lights. We need someone to investigate.
Then we will immediately send out a legion to scour the cave and secure the town. Hafingar's people will always be safe under
Your
my...
Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more
trying to speak to
tempered
the
reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were right. Falk, tell Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl
Please,
Elisif.
don't interrupt the
What
court.
about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
Do you have business with the court? I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that. Oh, right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair-weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you, I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the cave is haunted. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Be quick. I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could Torig's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torig, but Ulfric was at that Moot. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torig... If Ulfric had asked Torig, because the Dominion is a sleeping beast, because the food and resources, because even if we can't openly worship, and Torig wasn't ready to let it fall apart. I have no time or patience for a student. Perhaps the College of Winterhold will grant you admission. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torig's father. It was Torig who... Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Take care of yourself, and always remember, the world is ripe with looking to spill. Blood.
Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. Direct. Those concerns to me.
Can I help you? Need something? Are you here to talk about my brother? Do you think his execution was justified? Then, like Rogvir, you're a Nord at heart. It's hard for many of the people here to understand. I think Aldous understands. I don't think I could have stayed here if anyone else had... I think I need to stop talking now. I'm not looking for conversation. And you didn't know Rogvir. He did the honor. My brother was the best man in Solitude.
Pardon me. Mother says I shouldn't talk to people.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. Citizen?
Sibyl Stentor has a no doubt most folk in Skyrim consider the dragons terrifying. I find them wondrous. You are free to leave.
Hey, wanna play tag? Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore. But he wouldn't tell me why not.
Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. If not, let me know. I might have it stored away.
You were there for Rogvir's execution. Perhaps, but necessary. My cousin Fura is somewhere out there in Skyrim right now, fighting Ulfric Stormcloak and his damned insurrectionists. She wouldn't have to be there at all if it weren't for Rogvir. And my aunt wouldn't have to worry about her daughter. You really don't know? He lets Ulfric Stormcloak escape solitude. Ulfric rides in, murders the High King, and most people head over to the... If you're not interested in music or drink, you can at least talk to Corpulus. He can fill you in on any of the latest
You're a traveler,
gossip.
correct?
People to see and places
Have you
to
been
go,
to
huh?
Whiterun?
Later then.
Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. My daughter Fura was assigned to Whiterun after she joined the Imperial Army. I was hoping you might have met her. I haven't heard from her lately. I've tried talking to Captain Aldous, but he hasn't been any help. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Anything you can find out from Captain Aldous would be welcome news. Ah, so you're an alchemist then? No. Mostly I'm just a simple herbalist. These days, we have more people like you coming in, looking for healing and the like. Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions.
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Eriker's world.
Oh. Oh.
Huh? I'm right behind you. Lead on.
Huh? It's good to see a fresh face. You wouldn't... Don't forget me next time you need herbs and potions. Oh, no, you don't. Oh. Mercy!
Stop that!
If you're looking for potions, you should talk to my aunt, Angeline Morard.
Ah, welcome to Angela's Aromatics. Can I... You're a traveler, correct? Have you been to Whiterun? Wonderful. I hadn't really hoped to run into someone who'd been there. I haven't heard from her lately. Oh, that's very sweet of you. Take a look. We mostly carry herbs, and these days we have more people like you come. No. Mostly I'm just a simple herbalist. Lamy over
You were
Morthal
there for Rogvir's
should be able to
execution.
help you.
Most people had... If you're not interested in music or
Don't
drink,
forget me
you
next
can at
time
least
you
talk
need
to
herbs and
Corpulus.
potions.
He can...
You and me. Seems there's always more to be done.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. People say there's a man wandering the streets near the Blue Palace. He seems distressed, but he's not making any sense. Remember, traders? Let's sate that appetite, Need anything, you just say the word.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions. Oh, what delight. Another charm. Breeches, gowns, clothes for any occasion, really. Finally.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
How can I assist? The roads of Skyrim lead to many dangers. Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Here, It isn't much, but I hope it's the thought that counts.
You talk to Egg Brothers. Deja has no words for you. You have no knowledge of who you speak. You want knives? You want them in your belly?
If you're looking
no?
for opportunities to make some coin,
To Deja.
well, I'm your man. Turn me in. A tragic and
want
very,
knives?
very profitable
You want them in your belly?
event.
No?
It would be
Then you
best
stop
if we
talking to
spoke little
Deja.
until you've completed your task.
Sorry. Ah, yes. If she wants to pay the 2,000 gold tariff, then we'll be all set. That's not my problem. You will? I mean, of course you will. You can tell Yvette's son her shipment will be brought up to Solitude shortly. Some say I got my position because my cousin is the Emperor. Nonsense. The man's given me nothing. He can't even be bothered to attend my wedding.
If you're looking for opportunities to make some coin, well, I'm your man.
coin or two for a veteran? It's not much to ask.
Not fair. You're well aware I can't seem to get warm here. Do you know I look forward to the burning of Olaf each year?
Need something? Generally, posting information is need to know only. If you want to know that bad, then fine. Her daughter was sent to Whiterun. The skirmishes there have been violent. The Whiterun legate, he needed to know the Stormcloak positions. He sent out a party to scout the area. They happened upon a large force. I'm told none of them made it back. Private Morard, Angela's daughter, was in that scouting party. She needs to be told.
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I
keep
bid
my
you
in your prayers. They'll need them if they don't shape up.
I'm afraid I'm running... Well now, I'm afraid you've caught me a bit out of my element. Most of my time is spent in the Temple of the Divines, you see.
Disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore.
Please, take pity on an old madman. My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Oh, you just don't understand. Without him, I am not free. Without him, I am doomed. All of his empire shall fall into chaos. Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as the Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. All right, then.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have
spiced wine for you?
So,
It's a family
would you like
recipe.
tune?
Oh, very brisk. When the snow sets in, even the hardiest Nord needs some spiced wine to warm the blood. Thank you so much. I swear it's a fight with them every shipment. Here's something for your troubles. Oh, very brisk. When the snow sets in, even the hardiest Nord
can I
needs
do
some
for you?
spiced wine to warm the blood.
Hmm.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be
What can I do for you?
Plenty of fresh fish for... Take a look.
It's good to see a fresh face. You got Aldous to tell you something. I knew you would. What did he say? I told her. I told her the Imperial army would kill her. That this was a war of Jarls and Imperial generals, and we had no part in it. She just wouldn't hear it. It was brave of you to come to me with this. I can't thank you for it, not for this. But you have done me a service.
to me, dragon!
You know you can afford a septim or two.
You see those warriors from Hammerfell? They've got curved swords.
Oh, hello.
Curved swords.
Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there. Well, I suppose in that case it's okay to let you in. But only briefly. Be careful and come right back. Don't mess anything up while you're here. If you have business, please see Falk Firebeard, my steward. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted, with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend, or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it. Be well, pray for solitude and my... With the passing of my dear husband Torrig, the weighty position of Jarl has fallen to me. Please direct questions to my steward.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns. Take care of yourself and always remember...
General Tullius,
My duty is to keep the Jarl
war.
safe, not play nursemaid to you sycophants.
Do you have business with the court?
I have so very many ways to deal with people. Very few of them pleasant.
The Jarl is not to be disturbed with
The
common
Imperials
affairs
are
of
good
court.
for business, and
You
business...
direct those concerns to me.
I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information. Oh, most certainly. If you're inquiring whether we... The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius's leadership.
I must return to the court. They simply can't make do without me.
If you have been... Because that Ulfric... And so he... When Ulfric... That is all I will say. Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title.
They say Ulfric Storm... murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart.
With the passing of my dear husband Torrig, the weighty... This land... Only then will I... my rightful place as High Queen. Ulfric is a fool and a coward who naively believes he can bring about peace through warfare. It's rather sad, really. Thanks to Ulfric's rebellion, countless innocent people... Not... This land is riven by war. Her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. What can I do for you? It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent. Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon. Well, pray for Solitude and my husband.
Spare some
If
gold
you're heading
for
to
a
the Blue
veteran?
Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
You should see me when you
It's
get
not an
bored,
insult,
stranger.
just an observation. If I were walking around with a wound, your outfit is something of an open wound, where a towel... That's wonderful! You've done us a great service.
You know you can
As
afford a
promised,
septim
the
or
outfit
two.
is yours, and here's something for your trouble. Remember radiant raiment when you need a change of attire.
Picked a
Never
bad
should have
time to
come
get
here.
lost, friend.
What was that?
Is someone there?
What was that?
My imagination. Huh?
Someone there?
What was that?
Split your belly like an old woman's purse.
Like the bite of me!
Is someone there?
I cannot...
I have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeards? Can the Thorn be taught? Like any skill?
Is this about the stables? My husband Gaiman handles the business.
You got business? That's what I'm here for. What are you offering? Good enough for me. It's the one with the saddle. If you're heading up to Solitude, you should stop to check out the view on your way. It's a good one.